Welcome to Cryptid Mysteries, where we investigate the existence of cryptids.
Are they real, or can we finally uncover the truth?
We'll analyze the legend, compare the evidence, and then head on site to see if we
Can solve the mystery.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Trevor.
And this week we're heading to Western Maryland to investigate the Snarly Yow.
Yow!
Snarly Yow.
Yow.
All right, it's time to investigate this ghost dog.
I am stoked. I'm ready for Ghost Pupper.
So I've come with a peace offering,
Okay.
okay? So that it doesn't come all snarly yowing at me. I brought with me some doggy biscuits.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna place this around, see if we can pull them out, because every dog loves a little
Who
milk
doesn't?
bone. So I'm prepared. Are you ready to take on the scripted or what?
I think I'm ready.
All right, let's go find a snarly
Let's
yow.
go find the gnarly yow.
Snarly yow, where are you?
The Snarly Yow is a cryptid creature that is said to have been stalking the Blue Ridge Mountains of Western Maryland for hundreds of years. Sometimes referred to as the Black Dog, Hellhound, Vanishing Dog, or even Werewolf. The Snarly Yow is a strange dog-like creature with a frightening, snarling red mouth, vicious-looking teeth, glowing eyes, and massive paws. Regardless of its name, the creature is always described as being very aggressive in nature and intimidating to all of those who have the misfortune of coming in contact with the creature.
Peter, do you think they call it the Snarly Yow because of its snarling red mouth?
That is one of the leading theories. I don't want to speculate, but it sounds like the Snarly Yow has something to do with snarling.
Where do you think the yow comes from? Do you think it like stubbed its toe when the first person saw it? It was like, yow!
The Snarly Yow is primarily spotted at night, but can also be seen at other times during the day. While some dispute the creature's color, most describe it as being mainly black, sometimes white, other times gray, and even sometimes dark blue. The Snarly Yow is considered to be the size of a wolf. However, in each reported incident, witnesses have also described the creature as being able to change its size on demand, growing very large and then shrinking back to its original size.
Yeah, check it out. He's got a fucking snarly bone, dude. He keeps changing sizes.
No, the whole body changes. It's not just his
I don't know.
thingling.
No, I think it is. And that's his cryptid power. He has the power to become erect whenever he wants.
He's just flashing
Just
people.
change it.
Look how big it is now. It's so big and now it's small, but now it's big and now it's small. It was cold out.
We're dealing with a pervert cryptid.
The most chilling detail, however, is its ability to appear and then disappear, seemingly out of nowhere, leading paranormal researchers to believe that the Snarly Yow is a type of paranormal entity that appears to its victims as an apparition. While the dark entity has been reported in other states, it is widely believed that the Snarly Yow mainly wanders the wooded areas of the South Mountain Range between Boonesboro and the city of Frederick in Maryland. Since Turner's Gap is said to be the Snarly Yow's stalking ground, this is where we will begin our investigation. First, we'll investigate the area during the day to see if there's any evidence we can uncover of the Snarly Yow in broad daylight. We'll then establish a search area based on eyewitness accounts and then place our trail cameras in random locations where the Snarly Yow has been seen in hopes of capturing visual or audio evidence of the creature. Finally, Trevor and I will then head back, this time at night, to see if we can find evidence of the Snarly Yow lurking under the cover of darkness. This one is freaky to me because it comes out of nowhere. It's not just like this creature.
It freaks me out a little bit more because it voluntarily lives in Maryland.
Well, it's been to other states, but it seems like Turner's Gap is like.
Well, I mean,
the
it
spot.
probably went to West Virginia. It's like, holy shit, what's going on here?
Ghostly dog-like entities have been part of European legends since the 1100s in countries like Germany, England, Scotland, and Wales. The legend of the Snarly Yow dates back to the 1700s when German immigrants first settled in the Potomac Valley area. Soon after they arrived, sightings of the Snarly Yow began. Many speculate that this Snarly Yow is either a product of their imaginations or a true paranormal entity that somehow made its way from Europe to America. Whatever the case, the Snarly Yow should be avoided at all costs since no one seems to know exactly what the creature is.
What if it's just the government and it's like a bunch of experiments that they're doing up there?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Nuclear irradiated dogs.
I'm still going with like
radioactive materials.
I'm still going with like ghost dog. Radiation dog versus the ghost dog. Who would win in that?
Probably radiation dog.
Yeah, but ghost dog could also like appear and reappear. It's like, I'm over here.
He could.
I'm over here.
It's true.
I'm over here.
If radiation dog bites ghost dog, can it teleport while it's being bitten or no?
Ooh, so like, as it's moving, it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I'm
Snap.
over here now. Also, what if the radiation dog just can give ghost dog cancer? Can ghosts get cancer?
Yeah.
So this is the Old South Mountain Inn. It's been here forever, and a woman that owned this spot was one of the ones that wrote about the Snarly Yow for the first time. So it's really interesting. It's still here. It kind of sucks that it's closed right now because we can't go in. But cool piece of history. It started kind of right here. So if we see any sort of dog type creature, this will be it.
Yep.
And if anybody's gonna find it, it's these guys.
Yeah.
The Snarly Yow was given its name from the yowl sound it makes when it appears, snarling its sharp teeth while raising the hair on its back. As noted earlier, the creature appears to those who see it very suddenly, as if out of nowhere, blocking the road of a traveler's path, causing horses to rear riders off their backs or causing cars to lose control and sometimes even crash. The most frightening detail of all, besides its appearance, is the fact that any efforts to repel, hurt, or even kill the Snarly Yow with any weapon, including a gun, is said to be impossible, as all physical objects, including bullets, will pass directly through the creature without causing it any harm. While the first sighting of the Snarly Yow is hard to pinpoint, one of the earliest reported encounters is said to have happened sometime in the early 1800s. A man named William L. was returning home late one night after purchasing supplies for his family in nearby Boonesboro. On his way home around 10 o'clock p.m., William suddenly encountered a huge dog-like creature that appeared in the road in front of him. As he got closer, the dog-like creature moved to the middle of the road to block his path. Trying to scare off the creature, William yelled at it and threw rocks and sticks towards it. However, rather than the objects hitting the creature, the sticks and stones went straight through the creature without causing it any harm.
I think dude was just drunk and had really shitty aim. And he's like, yeah, it just went right through it. And the creature's actually his mother-in-law, lurking outside of his house. He's trying to fend her off.
I totally hit her.
Yeah,
It went right through her.
creature
She's
from
the-
hell.
The creature then showed its sharp teeth and snarled aggressively at the man. Of course it did. Of course it did. I mean, if I'm getting stuff,
hey,
it's going
knock
at
it
me.
off, asshole.
Attempting to get around the creature, William decided to fight the creature. As he started to punch it, his fists appeared to pass right through without connecting. The creature then suddenly began to grow in size, drifted across the road, and then disappeared into the nearby brush.
Sounds like this guy got fucking lucky. He's trying to
First-
throw hands with this random creature. Like,
First, I'm throwing sticks and stones at it. Nothing's
That's
happening.
not
It's going
working.
through.
Yeah.
So you know what?
let's go fight it.
Let's fight.
Yeah, hey.
Let's fight this thing. First of all, like, you're making the conscious decision. I'm going to punch a dog.
Pretty sure this
right?
guy was drunk and on drugs.
In another incident, a man returning home on foot through South Mountain reported suddenly encountering the Snarly Yow on the road in front of him, blocking his path. As he tried to pass peacefully by, the Snarly Yow began to grow by expanding to a size that took up the whole width of the road. Frightened, the man turned around and ran back to nearby Boonesboro, waiting until morning to return home. It is important to note that his wife had reported that she believed her husband had not seen a creature, but had just stayed out all night drinking at a local pub rather than coming home.
What the fuck did I just tell you? This guy was out getting fucking hammered.
Well, this
He was
is a different
staying over
guy.
at his fucking gumad's house. He's like, oh yeah, couldn't come home last night, sweetheart. There was a creature that attacked. See all these scratch marks?
This is the 1800s though, so I feel like everything is like good to go. Like, you know,
I mean,
any
could
story
explain
can
it
happen.
away. Yeah, I guess.
How are you gonna prove it?
Pretty
Like,
fucking dumb back then.
they're not gonna be like pictures or it didn't happen. Like, what? I don't have a camera.
Yeah.
That's like hardly existing at this point.
This guy's a dumbass. He's definitely cheating on his wife.
Another report describes a man only identified as a person whose eyes were capable of excellent vision was traveling late one night when he encountered the Snarly Yow. The man later reported that he thought he was having problems with color blindness, as the creature seemed to change color throughout the encounter, first appearing as black, then other times white. Unlike prior incidents, the man was able to pass by without the creature snarling at him and was able to return home.
Sounds like he was tripping on something. Maybe ate the wrong mushroom on the way home, or seen like this disco dog changing colors in the middle of the woods.
Disco
Good
dog, radiation dog,
Yeah.
Rambo dog.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks.
Disco Rambo radiation dog. In a more recent encounter, a group of friends were driving back from visiting the nearby Washington Monument on South Mountain earlier that day. As they came to Turner's Gap, a huge black dog suddenly appeared on the roadway in front of them, causing the driver to slam on the brakes. However, the dog-like creature had appeared so suddenly that a crash was inevitable and the car collided directly with the creature. Once the car came to a stop, the group jumped out of the car, expecting to find the body of a dog they had just hit. However, as the group looked around, there was no sign of any dog or animal having just been struck. Even more confusing was the fact that there wasn't any visible damage to the front of the car. Then a few moments later, the Snarly Yow appeared just a few feet away, snarling its vicious-looking teeth, staring angrily back at the group, and unharmed by the crash. After a terrifying few seconds, the creature vanished into the thin air without a trace.
This church is spooky
Yeah.
looking. I would love to haunt
Is it open?
here. I'm not going to go check.
Coward.
I think if I were a dog, I'd probably prowl like through here. This is the base of South
Yeah.
Mountain.
Look, his prowl marks.
No? That's conclusive evidence.
Yep.
We're just grasping at straws here already. Oh, God, bug in the mouth. Why do they go right down the throat?
They go to the little uvula.
Crying over here.
It is important to note that while the Snarly Yow appears aggressive and intimidating to those who encounter it, there has yet to be reports of the creature hurting or killing anyone. This has led researchers to believe that the Snarly Yow isn't a physical threat to its victims, but possibly an omen of some kind. Some suggest that the Snarly Yow blocks the path of those who encounter it to change the traveler's path to avoid a future threat down the road that they are traveling on. Other theories suggest that it could even be an omen of imminent death. Another theory suggests that the Snarly Yow's stalking ground lies on a ley line, which is said to be a source of energy for paranormal activity where supernatural sights can be found. Proponents of this theory believe that the Appalachian Mountains, which includes South Mountain, lie along one of these ley lines. Some also believe that since the South Mountain area is full of caverns and caves, entities such as the Snarly Yow and other cryptids in the area may in fact live within these deep caverns and caves. I'm picturing like a commune of all just cryptids, like the Snallygaster, the Snarly Yow, Bigfoot. I think there's a whole underground community where they meet up, and that's why he changes colors, because he's integral for the part of the rave.
I just think that they have to stick together. Look, everybody's out hunting these creatures.
Like, guys, strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. Remember, don't leave to go outside without your buddy. We're on a buddy system. Finally, another theory suggests that the Snarly Yow is simply a tall-tale creature to scare children from wandering off into the woods late at night. No matter which theory you believe, the legend of the Snarly Yow has been deeply embedded into folklore of the South Mountain area in western Maryland for hundreds of years. While the creature is still considered mythical, locals around the South Mountain area continue to report sightings of this strange creature, haunting the area.
Oh, look at that view.
That is a view.
All right, so have you ever frolicked through a field before, Trevor?
Can't say that I have.
Okay, well, I think you should go frolic through this one.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Go see if there's a Snarly Yow out there.
I'm not trying to find any potholes.
Potholes.
Deep holes, hidden rocks, ankle-breaking things.
All right, I guess I'll be the brave one.
Yeah, you go frolic in fucking Tick Motel.
It's I have anti-tick on, Trevor.
That doesn't look like frolicking. You look like you're briskly walking.
Oh, true. You're right. Okay, sorry. Frolicking.
Just dropped down. Oh, shit. Yeah, look at that. Bugs in your mouth.
It's because I was singing. See?
No one
I'm
is
not
safe.
the only one.
No one is safe.
I guess
Here's the back of the church. It's pretty cool.
I guess we don't need dinner tonight.
Yeah, right?
We're good. All right. Hey, Snarly Yow, we're coming back a little bit later. Hopefully you could join us. We'd love to see your presence, tell your story to the world. I need to get out of this field. Oh, man. Anyway, we'll be back. All right? You don't go anywhere if you're here.
So with that, it's time to move into the night investigation. Here's how our night investigation will work. First, we'll set up a wide circular perimeter in the South Mountain area near Turner's Gap in order to search for the Snarly Yow. We'll then place infrared trail cameras around the perimeter in hopes of capturing photo or video evidence of the creature moving under the cover of darkness. Finally, Trevor and I will investigate the area with our mix of tools in an attempt to gather any physical evidence of the Snarly Yow lurking within the shadows.
Dude, it's really spooky here. You see the fog?
Oh, yeah. That is a lot of fog. Let's see if the light will make it visible. Yeah, look at that.
Snarly Yow, come on out. One night and one night only. The Snarly Yow. All right.
There's a lot of fog.
So the Snarly Yow is seen crossing this road here, alternate route 40. So I think we just gotta kind of hang out here and see what we can find without getting hit by any car. You stay on that side of the street. I'll go on the other side. Split things up. Okay, I'm coming back. I don't want to be that far away if a snarling dog comes away. All right, I'm gonna leave my first doggy biscuit right here. Right here on the step, right here. Kind of get it out of the road just in case another animal comes by. I don't want to put an animal in the road. All right, Snarly Yow, my first peace offering. This dog, oh, that's just rain. This doggy biscuit, I'm gonna leave it right here. It's all you. All right, right there. And you come eat that whenever you want, okay? All right. Now let's head on down. Let's walk on down Old National Pike. Extra cold night tonight too.
Right? And wet.
And wet.
The Satanic Temple, where thousands were sacrificed in the name of Satan.
Go up to the door and profess your love for Satan. That might get this ghost dog out.
Say you love Satan.
Yeah, go up there.
Chains.
You can go around the
I can't
chains.
go around.
This isn't like video game physics. You can walk around the chains.
I've already professed my love for Satan, Peter.
Yeah,
I have
but
the
you have
guy's
to-
fucking sigil tattooed on me. What have you done for Satan lately?
Are you too much of a chicken to go?
No, I just don't want to walk up that hill.
This tiny little hill right here?
Yes.
This little ass knoll?
We'll do it later when we go up there.
Okay, fine. Snarly. We're coming from Boonesboro. Coming home, you know, all nonchalantly, right?
Definitely
Yeah.
not blackout drunk, trying to avoid my wife.
Whoa, been drinking earlier. I don't know, I'm just trying to do things that other people did. Hey, puppy. I've got a doggy treat. I got like 5 of them. I already left you one. Would you like another cookie? Okay. Well, I got them, just in case you want them. All right, so Trevor, I think it's time. What was that?
It is in this tree somewhere.
All right, well, there were reports that the Snarly Yow has been seen near the church up here. So let's go take a look at this church. Let's go hang around this church. Too bad the stairs are closed.
Right?
Oh, look. If you just call this number, it's available for weddings. Oh,
Perfect.
so sweet. Oh, that's cute.
Should we go up the trail or go around here?
Let's go up the trail, up and around. That's probably where I should scan with my thermals.
Using a thermal camera gives us the ability to observe both hot and cold temperature variations in our surroundings that can't be seen with the naked eye alone. Seeing hot spots on our camera can potentially help us to reveal the location of an elusive cryptozoological creature that typically evades other conventional detection methods.
Oh. Possibly something.
What's that bright spot to the left of the tree?
That's what I'm saying. Can't tell if it's inanimate or just surveying us.
Looks like something's peeking out from behind the tree. That's so funny.
Well, the only way to find out is to go further in. Snarly Yow, if that's you, you have to tell us by law.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Here.
it is. I knew I saw something.
Sorry to wake you, baby. What the fuck? I was asleep.
God damn it, this is the second night in a row.
She's like, stop.
I think we need to split up a little bit.
Yeah?
Do you want to go up the trail or through the field?
I ain't going through that shit.
So then you take the trail. I'll go through Bug Central again.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wet Bug Central.
I'm just gonna stand in this field. Snarly Yow. The fuck is that? Right there.
That was a deer.
Oh my God.
What was that other sound, though?
That sounded like either a fawn or something dying.
Wonder if our cameras picked that sound up.
On kilobytes. Good thing I have my IR light.
Infrared light, commonly known as IR light, is a special type of light that is invisible to the naked eye and can only be seen with special cameras. By using infrared light, we are able to see in complete darkness without giving away our presence to any creatures in the area.
Is that one of you guys just flashing?
Yeah, I just turned the light on.
The dog bone's still there.
Bummer.
Snarly Yow does not like my offerings. Snarly Yow doesn't seem so tough.
Why are you bullying dogs?
Just trying to get it to come out.
Haven't you ever heard you get more with honey than you do with vinegar, Peter?
Fuck was that?
Me accidentally breaking the chain.
Jesus Christ.
Now I'm breaking the chain.
Snarly Yow, we love you.
Well, to be on repair. I just have to put the stick back through it. But I don't have a free hand.
Come on, dog. Come on out. Show yourself. You know you want to.
Here, puppy, puppy, puppy.
Snarly and mighty.
Here, puppy, puppy.
Poochie.
Mr. Yow.
Come here, Snarly Yow.
Come on, puppy.
Snarly. Trying to scan a little bit, like where we heard that yell.
Order has been restored to the force. Where's the baby Snarly Yow?
Yeah. Where's the little Snarly Yow at? Who's a good Snarly Yow? Who's a good Snarly Yow? Snarly, would you like to come to the party? We're at the church that you were spotted at. Is this not your favorite church anymore? Why do I hear fucking footsteps over here?
Water falling from the tree.
Don't you hit me with logic, Trevor.
Where are you, ghost puppy? I want to be your friend. Ghost dog, I call to you. Nothing.
So Peter probably already got eaten by the Snarly Yow, so do you just want to maybe get an Uber?
Let us get in range of Peter once again.
Had to get the ovilus out.
Oh shit.
I mean, hey, if this is a spooky ghost dog.
I have picked up a hitchhiker.
Oh, you have somebody on you?
It's a baby slug.
It is
Yeah.
getting foggier and foggier.
I know, it's more menacing.
Look how froggy that is.
What the fuck was that? The fuck was that?
That was really weird.
You fucking hear that?
Yeah, of course.
Thankfully, at this very moment, one of our trail cameras picked up the strange noise.
I don't know what the fuck that was. That freaked me out.
To me, honestly, it kind of sounded like it came from the mountain.
The mountain?
Yeah, it sounded like 3 screams and then something else. It's like, ah! Ah!
Yeah, I mean, I heard that.
And then I also heard shit in between that and during it. That was not the same thing.
So you just heard like a lot of sounds.
Well, it was like 2 distinct sounds.
That was probably the freakiest shit.
Yeah, we heard 2 weird things tonight.
So if this Snarly Yow is a ghost dog. Let's use the obelisk to communicate with it. Maybe try to entice it out. All right, here's your chance, Snarly Yow. Again, I'm Peter, that's Trevor.
Howdy.
Not that I think names really matter to you, you're a ghost dog, but this device, this obelisk, can let you communicate with us if you are truly from another world. Did you call me Chief? Nobody calls me Chief. Look here, buddy. Come here, say it to my face.
Peter, maybe he was the Native American chief.
Is that you screaming?
Ooh.
I mean, I was shaking in my boots. Cube. This is purified. I'm not that pure. I'm not that pure.
What did it say after
I
that?
might look like it, but cube purified known. Stretched. I could get Trevor stretched. Haze.
Yeah, it is pretty hazy.
Can you say snarly? Area thought. He's a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Not really making much sense. But then again, you're a dog.
Bark, bark.
If like woof or bark comes through here, that might be conclusive enough proof for me. Because right now, you're not really doing much. You might be making some sounds, but I'm not seeing you. Would you like us to go for a drive?
You wanna go in the car?
Want to go in the car?
You wanna go ride?
Want to go in the car? Is there anything else you want to tell us? What is it? Can you give us a little bit more? A little bit more. This is the witching hour, so this is kind of like your time to come out by law.
Yeah.
All right, so Snarly Yow, I guess you just didn't want to show your face or body
Here at least.
here. Bail. We are going to
Need
bail. All right, so didn't find anything.
We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't find any Snarly Yow. We really tried.
I'm bummed I didn't get to make friend with a spooky puppy though.
We're not seeing it today.
Yeah. It's being too mysterious.
All right, well, let's get out of
It's a
here.
boogie.
Let's go home. Go see my real dog.
Yeah. I'll go see my cats. The snarly meows.
For centuries, travelers winding their way through South Mountain in western Maryland have continually whispered tales of the Snarly Yow. What is it about South Mountain that has led to so many encounters with this paranormal creature, and what does its existence truly mean? What were those strange noises that we heard, and could they possibly be related to the presence of the Snarly Yow? So the question remains, did we solve the mystery?
Or is the Snarly Yow still out there, lurking, snarling, waiting to be found?
Only you can decide.